He just needed to see a website to get 10,000. More money, more fucking problems.
You said, no, man, it wasn't 2 months. It wasn't 30 days. It was 90 days. If that ain't Big Daddy talking to you, see, your storehouse is plentiful with goods.
Anybody, a client can get mad at me, a client can get mad at you, a client can get mad at the sales rep. But I think you push back too. You matched his tonality and you pushed back. And that's something that we can't do in any type of customer service type of role. I love this shit, man. All I did today was deal with motherfucking problems. I'm just having my view and my coffee right now, and I want to tell you the plan of the day, and I want to go through a few Slack messages that I've got overnight from some clients that I want to show you. I got to collect 2 retainer payments today from our clients. Make sure my team can finish out the week strong. First client is it's an old one, and they churned, and then they reached back out to me. And he's like, what's good, bro? How much would you charge to set up an ad campaign in Austin and maybe Dallas? All we need is an ad campaign set up, and we can basically do the rest. I'm not gonna tell the price that I gave him, but it was around like 1,000. And then he was asking what it would entail. I was just saying, hey, full setup and management. We know Texas pretty well. We've been there for over 3 years. And then he told us if we could do it for 50% of the price that I told him. And I said, no, we're pretty firm at our price. He said, okay, I'm speaking with another company in the morning. I'll get back to you. I said, okay, we're the best meta ads company in the market. By 100x, and I'm not lying about that. We have the results. Like, I sent him this is a real result. Basically, we spent 122,000, and in booked revenue that our sales team booked was 830K. He's like, that's what 3 other companies told me. I was like, no one knows the data because they just know the lead cost. I said, we sell moves, they sell leads. Basically, I was saying we had companies come to us. I was using those other agencies that charge cheap and got no results, but then worked with us and got results. And it's 100% true. But I was like, if cheap is what you're looking for, I know there's companies that will do it for that price. He's like, yeah, that price sounds good. Thank you. Kind of just blew me off. I was like, no worries. We'll still be here when you're ready. Then he sent me a voice note this morning. And that voice note basically said, hey, Jansen, I want to work with you. I want you to help me set up and everything. When can we set up a call? It's a minute conversation. I'll play a second.
Yo, good morning, bro. Hey, quick question. Is there any way...
So, I'm not going to play the whole thing because it's a bit long, but that was basically it. So, I'm going to talk to him today and get him signed up. And this is a lesson that if you believe in your service and they're saying, hey, somebody can do it for cheaper than you, just stay true to what you said, know your worth, and charge what you're worth. I'm going to talk about another client, and this client's an actual active client. They've been with us for about 6 months, maybe 8-9 months. I'm not too sure 100%. But we started the campaign spending $50 a day on marketing, and then we ended up scaling to, it was like 50 to 100 to 150 to 200 to 250, and now we're at $350 a day. And the results are not yielding what he was expecting. Now, it's been active almost for 2 weeks. But when you're spending $350 a day, obviously you're going to want a lot more results than when you're spending a little bit less. So, what he said was, hey brother, I hope you're doing well. I'm a little concerned about our ad spend. We've spent around $4,900 since July, but we haven't got many jobs. Do you think we should lower the budget or keep it running a bit longer? I can keep it going until Sunday, but we're running low on cash because of the Florida long distance. Asking me if we should keep the budget going. Now, it has been a bit slow for his campaign. I can actually tell you the results of what we've done so far in terms of ROI. This is the biggest account spending that I'm doing, which is $350 a day. I've managed $350 a day before, but not us doing sales. $27,000 in revenue from $4,800 on spend, which would be amazing if that was true. Let me show you so I'm not lying. It would be amazing if that was true, but a $15,000 deal that we got him from the ad canceled, and we had to refund that. So now that's why I got that message from him, and that's why we're thinking about going lower. Well, bow. We got the eggs, we got the yogurt with the granola. That's way better than eating out, if you ask me.
Can you hear me?
Good morning. How you doing?
How you doing? I spoke to Eli, and this guy's super busy, and we spent like a half an hour trying to figure out all the leads that we had on his system and see if he could do it or not. So it turned out he could do 2, and then the other 3 he cannot. When I spoke to Mike, he said that you kind of took care of it and moved it over to Madison.
I didn't do anything. I'm gonna go down there, and there is a protein area where I can buy my protein powder and I can get everything that I need to get. And then maybe I'll go get a shirt or something. I don't have any shirts, so I'm not too sure about that. Like, there's some nice stores, dude. All right, so I just got back literally like 2 minutes ago, and we have some problems that are happening. I got a client that's supposed to renew right now, and he's arguing with my CSM, and then he's like, I want to talk to Jansen, which that should never happen, but I took a look at the messages, and like they were actually like kind of arguing back and forth. I talked to my CSM, and I said that we should be talking like that. So I need to deal with him and get him to pay or pause, because I've already done a lot of stuff for this guy. I did split payments. I've done it for free for him for a little bit. And I mean, if you just can't pay, I'm not going to do it. But I'm not going to act rude about it. I'm going to act professional, because that's how we conduct business. I'm going to call him right now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you said Bebo just called you?
Yeah, he called me about one customer. Well, like I said, just give me like a week or two. You know, I'm like I said, Jensen. You know me. I'm not refusing to pay. I'm not saying I'm not gonna pay you guys. I will pay you, but we're just a worker. But I do deserve a little bit more respect. And like I said, give me like a week or two, and I'm gonna make the payment. Right now, I really don't have much money. You know, things are slow. I don't blame nobody, but you know, I was spending money on Facebook for like past 2 weeks, and not getting customers.
Okay, tell me what would you mean with a little bit more respect? I just want to get an understanding so I can see what you...
No. I mean, for example, that's always happened with Matt when I'm trying to explain my point, my view.
Yeah.
He just don't get it, right? For example, when I talk to you, you try to understand me. You are trying to work with me. So I don't see that from Matt. I don't like when people is trying to be rude or something like that. I'm not saying that he disrespect me so bad, but you know, if he's gonna be the one who's gonna be taking care of my account.
You and I try to give you a leeway as well. Split up that 2,000 into like 4 payments over like a long time, and then we push the 500 back to this week, and then the other for whenever it was. But I also have to pay, like the guys that are working on the account as well, they get paid and I pay them as well. So like it's a collective work all together.
I will call you back.
This is insane. This is just trying to, like, this guy's absolutely broke, and he doesn't even have to pay a lot of money. This guy's not even on a high payment plan, so that's an issue. And I got to talk to my CSM. Let me call him right now. Let's talk to him. You want to hear what I would say to him? I don't even know what I'm going to say. I'm just going to say whatever's on my head to him. I'm going to get his side of it. Like babysit everybody. Babysit my client, to babysit my team. And I babysit everybody. See if he even answers the phone. Like, these people will get... Okay. Hey, Matt.
Hey, Jen.
Yeah. So, I want to talk to you quickly about the situation with Alinas. You said, I understand, it's just that we had a good talk previously and I felt like we built a relationship. And then you're going to refrain from assuming next time. What are you assuming?
Like, I felt like we built that relationship that he's okay, because the last time previously I spoke to him like multiple times, like in May and June, I believe so. And we were working together, like trying to make things work and stuff like that. And he was asking for like these favors and stuff like that. And I extended as well like efforts and favors, like helping out with the leads. And then that's why I'm just gonna try to keep it strictly professional next time.
What is strictly professional to you? Like, what does that entail? Like, how would you do it differently than you do it with every other client?
I don't know what's the right word for it, but not to initiate it. You just basically reciprocate on how they respond to me as well.
Okay, I'll touch base on that in a second. But reading these messages, you don't feel like you pushed him or you... Because the tonality of your text messages, obviously a client can get mad at anybody. A client can get mad at me, a client can get mad at you, a client can get mad at the sales rep. But I think you push back too. You matched his tonality and you pushed back, and that's something that we can't do in any type of customer service type of role or even a sales type of role. It was passive aggressive is what I want to call it, reading these messages. Anyways, we don't need to talk about it too much. Just
I don't know. Yeah. Okay.
You understand it. We talked about it, and that's that. So I'm trying to get a payment out of him. He's texting me right now. What did he say? But I'm trying to get something out of him. I'll let you know what I can do, but I don't know. I think the guy's dead broke, so I'm gonna figure out what we're gonna have to do with him, and I'll keep you updated. All right, so that has been dealt with. I'll probably trim a lot of whatever I talked about out there, but essentially the client was upset because he walked into a job and it was a hoarder's house, and it's very hard to know if this person is a hoarder or not over the phone because they all sound so good until you actually get to the place. So boom, we have to put in fix in place for that. It's only specific areas like Cleveland, you get a lot of hoarders, a lot of messy places, and in Chicago you also get that. So need to fix the system again to make it so that we're not booking jobs that are people that are disgusting, because let me show you what this is. It's actually disgusting, and I completely understand where this guy is coming from. How do you expect a moving company to come in and move that shit without having...
I take 500K, not a dinner. I never could learn shit from none of y'all. What's my name and don't say it too loud, cause you gotta come here and you know I pop out. We turn the Coachella halfway back and down, and we might do the same if we touch rolling loud. If you my nigga, then say that my nigga.
I love this shit, man. All I did today was deal with motherfucking problems. Back to back to back to back problems. But I prayed for this shit. I worked for this shit, bro. Like, you work and you want all these clients and you want all this money. This is the shit that comes with it. You gotta deal with the fucking problems. More money, more fucking problems. So I'll deal with every single problem I have, and I'll spend the time and I'll grind to make the fixes to those problems and keep fucking pushing, man. Because my sales team is closing jobs. My B2B side is not closing B2B, but B2C is cooking. And there's always gonna be problems. It doesn't matter, there's always gonna be problems, and I'll deal with the problems, and I'll keep making money, and I'll keep making it better, and I'll keep getting amazing clients that give me amazing results. Listen to this video.
What's up, guys? I want to give Jansen and his team at The Real Moving Leads a quick shout out. They are crushing it for me. My second month with them, they closed 48 jobs.
Listen to this.
We did 48 jobs with them the second month we had them. You guys have made my company so much money. We almost did 6 figures.
Come on, I get videos like that from fucking clients. Yeah, you're gonna have some bad apples, people that just are not built for the moving industry, but the people that are, and the people that just are built for this game, I will make them a fuck ton of money. And in return, I make a lot of money. You don't want to make a lot of money. You want to make other people a lot of money, and that will make you money in return. Let's fucking keep pushing through this day.
What's up, Jared?
My brother, how's it going?
Man, going well, man. Driving to Maryland right now. Say that one more time.
You say, I know you have a saying, you say top 2, not number 2, or something like this.
Yes, sir. Top 2, not number 2, baby. Man, I like the way you communicate with us. You treat us like regular people.
Well, yeah, I mean, Texas in general, Austin, Dallas, or Houston, you're going to get a bunch of leads. All right, I'm going to hop off. The day got cut with not that much content because my SD card actually filled up and I didn't have the time or didn't want to set the time aside to plug in the SD card and clear the files and keep videoing. But essentially, it was just a lot of firefighting today. You've probably seen with at least some of the clips in there. And that was really about it for the rest of the day. I signed up a new client and had some no-shows for some other B2B, some reschedules. Yeah, it wasn't too much of a crazy day. I think we pulled in like $2,000 today or something like this. And yeah, it wasn't a bad day. It wasn't the best, but we just keep pushing. That's just a normal day in my life. So appreciate you guys for watching. I might not be uploading this weekend. I have some things that I have to get done, but I will upload again pretty soon. So I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.